Okay, I guess I should talk a little bit about this Janko keyboard overlay now. You'll notice it's actually not like super even, and that's because it's been designed for a keyboard that is not my keyboard. So the black keys are different heights, and so the sometimes the black. I think all the black keys are a little low and the white keys are a little high. So here's a set of, or all the white keys are a little low and then the black keys are a little high. But also on top of that, a cover the keys aren't super even. That's just I haven't smushed them down onto the like this one onto the top nicely enough, and I can go over this and did I get it? I nailed it. Awesome. But here, a couple things I wanted to say about the Janko keyboard. I'm not actually conceptually a huge fan of it because I want to do like the microtonal stuff and make it so that the enharmonic equivalents are visually different. And one thing the Janko does is 100% rely on the basically 12 tone equal temperament to work. But what's neat about once you've sort of accepted that is that while I solved the problem of having hexagonal keys like difficult to reach depending on which ones you want to finger, like by making them tall and skinny, the Janko actually solves it. Oh, there we go. The Janko keyboard actually solves that by making each key available at different vertical heights. So it's like this is not super comfortable, but this is actually pretty good, and so is this. So you can get the. So it seems like the 1 is always down here, the 2 and 3 are down here, and the 4 and 5 are a lot of times in the middle rows. And I'm sure Janko keyboard players who've played a lot know a lot of this stuff and have discovered some really cool things, but never really occurred to me that like having things available in more than one location. Well, I considered it almost entirely a negative conceptually, because it's like, oh, I have to make a decision. I have to think about a distinction between two things that I'm actually not trying to make a distinction between, as opposed to on a keyboard that actually makes, places the enharmonic equivalents in different places. But this is really nice because once you learn it, you're going to have, once you like connect that these are all three the same note, and these three are all the same note, and these are three are all the same note, you really do get access to some ergonomic finger shapes, as opposed to something like on Lumitone, which unfortunately, that has hexagonal keys, but not duplicated notes, or at least you can have duplicated notes, but then you'd have to they'd be at an angle or something. Whereas with this, because you've got an underlying one-dimensional keyboard, anything vertical is the same note. Anyway, the Janko keyboard's definitely pretty interesting, and I can't really play anything on it. There you go. You got some chords. You got some, I don't know. This is a Janko keyboard. You can do whatever you want.